Hello, my name is Alejandro Perez Mendoza, and I'm going to talk to you about the importance of going global. As you may know, all of our lives have become globalized, whether through the internet, the way in which we're impacted by the global economy, our desire to provide humanitarian assistance to disaster victims in countries other than our own, or even in our love of world, art, music, food, and travel. We all have a part of us that is global. Examine your own life, recognize its global dimension, and reflect on how that affects your view of the world. Because of the many ways in which countries and people are now so interconnected, we all are part of an emerging world community. This doesn't mean that we must give up being a member of our communities, our town, our country, or ethnically. It means that we have another community, the world community, to which we now belong. Those who see ourselves as global citizens are not abandoning other identities, such as allegiances to our countries, ethnicities, and political beliefs. These traditional identifies give meaning to our lives and will continue to help shape who we are. Every community needs to have values, and the work community it's not an exception. The values of the world community reflect the moral ideas of the most of us believe in as the basis for human existence. For example, human rights, religious pluralism, participatory governance, protection of the environment, poverty reduction, sustainable economic growth, elimination of weapons and mass destruction, prevention of cessation of conflict between countries, humanitarian assistance, and the preservation of the world's cultural diversity. It is also important to take care of the environment. The environmental movement has taught us a great deal about how every lifestyles and behaviors can be an impact on the quality of life on our planet. The types of transportation we use, how we heat or cool our homes, the types of clothes we wear, and the food we eat all affect our quality of life. Being a member of a global community means that there is power within the community to bring voices together to effect change. Talk to the gatekeepers who can lead you more in-depth information. They are important to enter a group, enlist inside members of that group to introduce you, and to establish trust and compliance within the community. Learn the perspective of an issue from the other side. Most of all, be a good listener. After discussion, from a consequences of behalf of the group, and present united voice to influence policy. This is the best way to be a member of a global community that can affect change in a positive way. Examine your relationship with humanity as whole and see how that pertains to your individual person. To be a member of the global community means to look your responsibilities to those close to you and to those simply sharing the planet, because at the most fundamental level we are all connected. Today, the forces of global engagement are helping some people identify as global citizens who have a sense of belonging to a world community. This growing global identity in large part is made possible by the forces of modern information, communications, and transportation technologies. In conclusion, going global is costly in terms of time, money, and focus. It's a great way to grow your business, but it's no longer term investment that you should only take on when you are well capitalized and have organizational bandwidth. Even if you are well capitalized, Your best chance of success lies in sparing your resources and developing a strong connection with your new market.